Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. Didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it, all about it, till we spoke in person, don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough, toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up, another number in the round up. Put the town up, I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go, got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA4. All the kids sing along like E-I-O. Every time when they see my show, thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por los míos, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
Bottles and believe we back in business. This is highly recommended. This for all of my pushing the limit. Mile high got me over here for the flight attendant.
Yeah, I've been around the world and and seen a thing that I can't buy. See, reaching these type of heights, it come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers, want to pick at a litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8, and you know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime, yeah, this is the big ticket. Coach at Cop Town, I'm talking that King Richard. It's like a movie, I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas, I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark, we all bite.
You gambling with your life, let's roll the dice.
Don't be some problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Baby, I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open the wide.
Something like that.
Mind if I pull up with a few?
We can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what that.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe,
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC, let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone. Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case it get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop and keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that poppin'.
Baby, I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open the wide.
Something like
Mind if I pull up with a few?
we can't arrange that.
Dropping out of the blue.
You know what that.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tight like ties. On the industry advice, I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in the sky. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, have the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the ties fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She breaks into me like an athlete. She took with the G's, and she no way. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go, yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go, yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO, yeah.
That ultra ground music, riding in the good, not used. Tighten up, you'll lose. I approve. I bet, I step and approve. Straight ultra ground make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. Come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted man, her best friend is known around the way. I started hearing about her type. Always with the ball players, that's the one she likes. She got it done, and I guess they look alright. They call her princess, but she down in every. In and out of DMs, tryna be a rapper. She won't get the W, I skirt off when I see him. I know it's gonna get worse when I start doing Coliseums. Gonna be, I just call it how I see him. Let me clarify, I ain't talking about all women. Some just wanna settle down and have a couple cheering. For all my rapper homies, just be careful while you touring. You meet a pretty girl, but her intentions ain't the purest. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
Hey, second phone buzzing, just delete the other number, yeah. Cruising at 103 till I seen them team that went the record. She was peeking out the cover. She said, Gigi, wait, you grew up down the street, my uncles up her brothers. I said, jumping back, been lit. You at? She was just running, Dennis Smith, run it back. She had to make it. Rubbing it, just caught up. Then she got me playing Daryl, painting nails, calling me Sonic the Hedgehog the way I be chasing. You know she got them
Brands of the bed.
I'm in Miami, so we know the
Bands of the
I called her door back with a 50, she wanted the. She said, who? About to make me cancel this L. She said, hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone, boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes.
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stacking money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list.
That's how I be happy. Just for all my not a baby. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cause been weak since. Damn. Tell me how you really feel. Yeah. All I
trees hanging on palm, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16 renegade on up, make it buy a trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random these the sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landed. In the dirty apartment, stay shining. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warriors, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I'm squinting. Bro, give me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left Louisiana, trying to dodge Jim Crow. But you can't escape the master stained glass windows. Got my vision from the past. I'm probably finna go to hell, but it don't matter, seeing heaven on earth. No, I could've been up on the shirt. If I ain't get my together, go to work. I've been hitting the licks since flip verse flirts. Riding like witchcraft, finding beauty in the darkness like Rembrandt. Everybody gang till it get bad. Do you hear me? The ghetto was a mismatch. You ain't never finna win that. Nah. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landed. In the dirty apartment, stay shy. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warriors, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landed. In the dirty apartment, stay shy. I forever be the hardest, big time. Like the Warriors, real shine. Like the Paranoia. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Both teams still searching for that first win of the season. One of them's going to find it here as we're off in week 2. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Working quickly here. Back-to-back carries here. He breaks the tackle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, here's Dak. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And they're going to bring him down. Side of midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. From the gun is Prescott. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Pretty easy to see here. He just simply takes off before he gets full possession, and that is a drop. It's kind of like when a receiver gets a handoff. You got to secure the ball first before you can make anything else happen.
Prescott now on third down. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas! Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love throwing to start us off. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Thrown on first down, Love. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And now it's second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Second and 10, Love trying again. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Throwing his love on third. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Loves to throw again. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. Forget that it was fourth down, Brock. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup, and it gets them the first. Love out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down.
Couple sacks on the opening drive. You better get to fix-it mode in a hurry. And I'm talking about on the sidelines. I'm talking as a quarterback. You've got to solve this pass rush because we know one thing about guys in this league defensively. When they get a couple sacks, they can smell it, and they're going to raise the intensity to another level.
His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up fourth and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
All flag is down here. This might be a free play. That's complete to Musgrave. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Penalty helps the offense out, but still fourth down to figure out. We're going for this. It's to the sideline. It's a catch by Dobbs. And he's out of bounds, very close to that marker, but it looked a tad short. Oh, and it is. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Motion man sent left. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Prescott here from the gun. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Dak. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. It's the same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers tie this game 7-7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Turpin with a return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run here on first down. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. That's the end of one. Both. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have second and pretty long here. Dak to the air here. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one, and then brings up third down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Third and long, Prescott. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Love from the gun. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
To get home and hit and impact the quarterback at this level, well, typically you got to do what this defense is doing, and that's keeping an offense off balance. Change up your looks, rotate your personnel, throw in some wrinkles, and once again, go hit that quarterback.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Love. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Love. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. And I'll talk about a golden opportunity at an immediate 1st down following that encroachment flag. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He lets one fly deep downfield. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Working inside the red zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Packers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. That'll be complete to Jacobs. Juke the defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. Buys time, rolling right. This is on target to Christian Watson. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
First down throw, here's Love. Watson with the catch. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He beams one deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Love looking to pass. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Love now to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's got Watson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. The defense calls a timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Going run again with Jacobs. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So now here's 3rd and 5. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take the lead just before halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is McManus to kick this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll throw it. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Taking a deep shot here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Packers do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. Escapes a defender. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
From the 40 on second down. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep. That's complete inside the 35. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Trying again, following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long. Here's Love. Chased out to his right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And it stays a one-possession game at 7 points.
he was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Another carry for him. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. First down, here's Dak. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Throwing on first is Prescott. He's on the move. Now here he goes. And he's down to the 8 before going out. And that's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They send a man in motion. Third and goal, Prescott. That's much too high and out of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Love from the gun. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
A pickup of just under half. They get 4, and now they've got 2nd and goal at the 5. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. This, our last play of the quarter. Quick pass, right side, complete. Touchdown, Green Bay. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Extra point try is good by McManus. Just one.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Turpin with a return. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st down, they'll run. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So 2nd down coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Again on 2nd and 10, Prescott. And oh, he got it! Interception! Edgerrin Cooper takes it away! And the Packers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll pitch it to Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Love now. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Shotgun now for Love. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers. They're set up at the 35 now. First down throw, here's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Watson with the catch. And he'll go down here at the 16. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buying some time right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the fourth. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Turpin with a return. He loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And Green Bay takes this one back for the touchdown. The Packers keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Not exactly the big play that these reworked kickoffs were designed to promote, Brock, but hey, excitement's excitement, right? And it is hard to beat the old scoop and score.
Don't tell that.
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Got it inside the 10. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Turpin with a return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10.
Kill. Here go 46.
Back to the air. A bit of desperation on it. Oh no, they get him yet again.
This is a lonely place. And I don't know how many walking the planet have thrown 5 picks, but I'll raise my hand. I did it in an Apple Cup. And it is a lonely, humbling feeling. Everything that could go wrong, well, it's gone wrong for this quarterback today, and I hope that's the last time we see him throw a pass in this one.
They've got first down from the 31. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Escapes the pocket. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. Offense trying to add to the defensive effort and turn 6 points into 8. He's throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. Love back to it after the pick. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
A second down throw here for Love. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Turning to Jacobs on third. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Quick pass left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best. And you get to see how you handle the most pressure. And it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well. And now they'll keep pushing.
Thrown on first down, Love. On the move, headed right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. Into a crowd, and oh, intercepted. Kyer Elam makes the play. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win.